While the world often views the younger generation of royals as mere figures in a grand gilded pageant, something groundbreaking occurred recently that left even the most seasoned royal watchers in a state of absolute shock. For the first time, the public truly heard her. Not just a polite wave or a shy giggle, but the clear, resonant voice of a 9-year-old girl who is third in line to the throne. And what she revealed was a level of preparation, poise, and intelligence that has stunned the globe. It is a story that begins in the nursery and leads directly to the corridors of global power. A narrative of a young girl being meticulously forged into the crown's most formidable secret weapon. To understand the magnitude of Princess Charlotte, one must look past the floral dresses and the neat ponytails. At just 9 years old, she has already achieved a milestone that many world leaders struggle with. She is fluent in 2 languages. While her native English is delivered with the refined grace of the Princess of Wales, it is her command of Spanish that has set tongues wagging in diplomatic circles. The secret to this linguistic prowess lies in a very relatable yet strategic place: her nanny, Maria Teresa Turrión Borrallo. Hailing from Spain, Borrallo has been more than just a caregiver. She has been an architect of Charlotte's international future. By the tender age of 2, while most children are still mastering basic sentences, Charlotte was already conversing in Spanish. This wasn't just a cool party trick or a developmental milestone. In the context of the monarchy's survival, this bilingualism is a bridge. Spanish is one of the most spoken languages on the planet, a linguistic key that unlocks cultural connections across continents. By raising Charlotte to be bilingual, Prince William and Catherine are ensuring that the future of the monarchy is not just British but global. They are preparing her for a world where flexibility, cultural sensitivity, and international relatability are the only currencies that matter. But the linguistic achievement is merely the tip of the iceberg. As the world watched the transition from the Elizabethan era to the reign of King Charles III, Charlotte emerged as a symbol of the modern monarchy. Her training goes far beyond vocabulary. It is a deep dive into the art of diplomacy, public speaking, and an understanding of the complex global issues that will define her generation. Yet despite the high-stakes preparation, her upbringing mirrors many families around the world. William and Kate have purposefully utilized a multilingual home environment to foster growth, proving that even within the walls of a palace, the universal rules of early education apply. Charlotte's story exemplifies a fundamental truth. The way we educate our children in their earliest years dictates the leaders they become. In a world where the British monarchy must constantly fight for relevance, Charlotte's ability to speak to the world in its own tongue is a masterstroke of soft power. This sense of responsibility is not confined to the classroom or the music room. Princess Charlotte has repeatedly demonstrated a heart full of genuine goodness and a burgeoning commitment to service that far exceeds her age. Recently, a video released by Kensington Palace captured a moment that was both festive and profoundly moving. The young princess, alongside her mother and brothers George and Louis, visited a baby bank family charity in Maidenhead. Clad in a festive red high-neck sweater and a dark denim skirt, Charlotte didn't stand on ceremony. She set about sorting donations with a focused eagerness that showed she understood the importance of the task. At one point, she held up a tiny white onesie with a red pattern, her eyes lighting up as she remarked delightedly that it was Welsh in design. This wasn't a staged photo op. This was a child engaging with the reality of families in need. Charlotte and her brothers were given the meaningful task of choosing presents for children their own age, a lesson in empathy that William and Kate are determined to instill. Catherine herself has often spoken of how rewarding it is to give back as a family, and seeing her arm around Prince George as they worked together alongside Charlotte offered a rare glimpse into the Wales family's moral compass. They are leading by example, teaching their children that the crown is not a prize to be worn, but a tool for service. This dedication to family extends to her role as her father's biggest champion. During the coronation concert at Windsor Castle, an event that celebrated the historic crowning of King Charles III, Charlotte and George stole the spotlight in a way that was both adorable and deeply relatable. While the youngest Louis was tucked away at home, the older two siblings embraced the celebratory spirit with gusto. The evening was filled with global superstars like Lionel Richie and Katy Perry. But for Charlotte, there was only one star that mattered. As Prince William walked onto the stage to deliver a heartfelt tribute to his father, the prince's trust, and a lifetime of dedication, Charlotte's excitement was visceral. She turned to George, tapped him enthusiastically on the arm, and pointed toward the stage, her voice carrying over the crowd. "Look, there's Papa." It was a moment of pure, unfiltered pride. She wasn't watching a future king. She was watching her father. Throughout the night, she sang along to Katy Perry's Roar, a song about confidence and perseverance that seemingly serves as an anthem for her own life. She even playfully performed the dab move, drawing smiles from Kate and millions of viewers worldwide. These gestures, small as they may seem, speak volumes about the bond she shares with William. She is his champion, his protector in the making, and the heart of his public duty. Perhaps it is this unique blend of charm, intelligence, and family loyalty that explains one of the most staggering facts about the young princess. She is the richest royal grandchild on earth. In a world obsessed with celebrity wealth, Charlotte has established herself as a financial titan before she has even reached double digits. A study by Electric Ride on Cars recently estimated her net worth at an astonishing £3.6 billion, or approximately $4.6 billion. To put that into perspective, Princess Charlotte is worth more than the entire Kardashian empire combined. While her older brother George is destined to be King, Charlotte outranks him in the wealth department, thanks to what experts have dubbed the Kate Middleton effect. This phenomenon, which Charlotte has inherited from her mother, refers to the seismic impact the royal family's fashion choices have on global trends. From the moment she was introduced to the world, wrapped in a 68-pound G.H. Hurt & Son shawl, the Charlotte effect was born. Within minutes, the company's website was overwhelmed by 100,000 visitors from 183 countries. Every outfit she wears, whether it's a pastel cardigan for her first day of nursery school or a Spanish floral dress, sells out instantly. Smaller niche brands like M&H and Pepper and Company have seen their fortunes transformed overnight after being spotted on the princess. Her style is refreshing. It prioritizes high-quality fabrics and classic patterns over fleeting, gaudy fads, creating a timeless, elegant style that parents across the globe are desperate to replicate. However, Charlotte's staggering influence is not just about clothes or money. It is a reflection of a larger cultural shift. She inspires global admiration because she represents a new kind of royal one who is grounded, relatable, and supported by a modern family structure. A huge part of her success is undeniably due to the unwavering support of Prince William and Catherine. They have made it clear that while they carry royal titles and immense responsibilities, their most important job is being parents. In a deeply personal video shared by Catherine after she completed chemotherapy earlier this year, she reflected on how the difficult time reminded them to appreciate the simple things, simply loving and being loved. This philosophy was visible during the Trooping the Colour ceremony, where the family stood united on the balcony of Buckingham Palace. It was Catherine's first major public appearance since her diagnosis, and the pride she felt in her children was unmistakable. William, too, has spoken candidly about fatherhood, stating that he wants to raise his children to be good people who value service and duty just like any father would. In 2022, the family made a tactical move from the fishbowl of Kensington Palace to the quieter sanctuary of Adelaide Cottage near Windsor Castle. This move was designed to give Charlotte and her brothers a chance to grow up in a peaceful environment with plenty of outdoor activities. Kate, inspired by her own childhood in Bucklebury, where she spent hours gardening and crafting with her grandmother, is passionate about giving her children the same grounded experiences. She has been open about the challenges of being a hands-on mom, even admitting to the mom guilt that many parents feel when trying to balance work and family life. This commitment to normalcy was captured in a viral TikTok video from a family picnic. The footage shows Prince William gently removing a caterpillar from Charlotte's hair using a playing card, while Charlotte reacts with mock horror and Kate comforts her with a reassuring arm. This tender exchange, viewed by millions, resonated because of its authenticity. It showed a family that is truly connected, providing the perfect foundation for a future leader. As the second child of the Prince and Princess of Wales, the probability of Charlotte one day becoming queen is a topic of intense fascination, weaving together history, tradition, and the modern laws of the land. Under the Succession to the Crown Act of 2013, the British monarchy modernized its outdated principles of male preference primogeniture. This landmark reform ensured that birth order, not gender, determines the line of succession. This cemented Charlotte's position as third in line at the moment of her birth, an unalterable fact that makes her a historic figure in the Windsor dynasty. She is the first British princess to benefit from these gender-neutral laws, representing a massive step forward for equality. While her ascension to the throne would require extraordinary circumstances, such as her brother George abdicating or passing away, without children, her role remains critical. Even if she never wears the sovereign crown, she is positioned to become the Princess Royal, a title currently held by the legendary Princess Anne. This designation would further solidify her as a central pillar of the monarchy, a role she is already practicing for in the most public of ways. We saw a glimpse of this leadership during the Trooping the Colours ceremony earlier this year. As the family watched the parade from the balcony, the youngest Louis was true to form, full of playful energy and dancing along to the Scots Guards March. While the rest of the world laughed at his antics, Charlotte showed her natural inner sense of responsibility. According to lip reader Nicola Hickling, she turned to her younger brother and firmly told him, "You have to stop doing that. Watch the parade." When Louis cheekily replied, "I won't," Charlotte didn't falter, instructing him again to do as he was told. It was a relatable, older sibling moment, but in the context of the royal family, it was a display of authority. Charlotte is the disciplinarian, the one who understands that the dignity of the crown must be upheld even in moments of celebration. She is the anchor for her brothers, just as her mother is for her father. Looking at the trajectory of her life, it is clear that Charlotte Elizabeth Diana is not just growing up. She is evolving into a leader who will redefine what it means to be a modern princess. Whether she eventually becomes Queen the Princess Royal, or a tireless supporter of her brother's reign, her path will have a profound effect on the British monarchy. She represents the perfect balance of continuity and change. She is a girl who can sort baby clothes for charity one day and command the attention of billions the next. She is a bilingual prodigy, a billion-dollar fashion icon, and a daughter who fiercely loves her Papa. As the Windsors adapt to a relentlessly changing 21st century world, Charlotte is their bridge to the future. Her training is intense, her abilities are remarkable, and her heart is clearly in the right place. But there is a deeper mystery here, one that involves the silent influence of her late grandmother, Princess Diana. Many have noted that Charlotte carries not just Diana's name, but her spirit. There is a warrior quality to her, a refusal to be just a puppet of tradition. She is independent, she knows what she wants, and she is unafraid to draw a line in the sand. At her school Lambrook, she has earned a reputation for being feisty, yet sweet a girl who can tell them off if she needs to, but who is always the first to offer a kind word. This complexity is what makes her so fascinating. She's being raised in a world of rigid protocols, yet she is the most relatable member of her family. She is a mix of the Middleton ambition and the Windsor duty. As we look toward the future, the question isn't just whether Charlotte will be queen, but what kind of world she will lead. If her current actions are any indication, her reign in whatever capacity will be defined by sustainability, mental health advocacy, and a deep-seated belief in gender equality. She is a child of the digital age, capable of engaging with a global tech-savvy audience in a way no previous royal has ever managed. She will inherit a vast network of charities and Commonwealth responsibilities, and she will have to navigate the challenges of contemporary governance while maintaining the relevance of a centuries-old institution. But with the support of her parents and the lessons learned in the quiet of Adelaide Cottage, she seems more than up to the task. The story of Princess Charlotte is a testament to the power of a modern upbringing within a traditional system. She is proof that you can be a royal and still be human, that you can be a billionaire and still sort through second-hand baby clothes, and that you can be a 9-year-old girl who keeps the future King of England in check. The world is watching Charlotte, because she is the one who truly holds the key to the Windsor legacy. Her every word, her every bilingual sentence, and her every empathetic gesture is a stitch in the new fabric of the monarchy. The warrior princess has arrived, and the Game of Thrones will never be the same. As the lights dim on the balcony of Buckingham Palace and the family retreats into the private rooms of Windsor, the echo of Charlotte's voice remains a voice of clarity, strength, and a future that looks remarkably bright. What does the future hold for this young powerhouse? Will she embrace the prestigious title of Princess Royal with the same ironclad dedication as Princess Anne? Or will she be the first modern queen to truly bridge the gap between the people and the palace? One thing is certain, Charlotte's path will be her own. She has already shown that she is not a follower, but a leader. She has shown that she values heart over titles and family over fame. And as she continues to grow before our eyes, she serves as a reminder that the truest form of royalty is not found in a crown, but in the character of the person wearing it. Princess Charlotte is more than just a daughter of Wales. She is the soul of a nation in transition, a girl with the world at her feet and the wisdom of centuries in her eyes. The secret training of the Shadow Queen is nearly complete, and the world is finally ready to listen to what she has to say. The economic power she wields is almost impossible to comprehend for a child of her age. To be valued at over $4 billion is a weight that would crush a lesser spirit. But Charlotte carries it with a shrug and a smile. Her influence on the British economy is a vital part of the monarchy's argument for its own existence. She is a walking, breathing stimulus package for the fashion industry, a global ambassador for British craftsmanship, and a symbol of stability in an uncertain economic world. This financial reality adds another layer to her importance. She is not just a symbolic figurehead, but a tangible asset to the United Kingdom. And yet, when you see her helping her father remove a caterpillar from her hair, you forget the billions and the titles. You see a girl. You see a family. You see the truth behind the royal mask. This blend of high-stakes influence and everyday normalcy is the defining characteristic of the Wales family. It is what makes them the most popular members of the royal family, and what ensures their survival in a world that is increasingly skeptical of inherited privilege. Charlotte is at the center of this strategy. She is the one who humanizes the crown, who brings a touch of Middleton warmth to the cold marble of the palace. Her bilingualism, her philanthropy, her fashion influence, and her fierce loyalty to her father are all pieces of a larger puzzle. A puzzle that, when completed, shows the face of a future monarchy that is ready for the challenges of the 21st century. As we conclude this exploration of Princess Charlotte's extraordinary life, we are left with a feeling of profound optimism. The British monarchy is in safe hands. The warrior princess is ready. She has the intelligence to navigate global politics, the empathy to care for the vulnerable, and the strength to stand her ground against any obstacle. She is the girl who spoke Spanish at 2, who sorts baby clothes at 9, and who will one day lead her family, and perhaps her country, into a new era. The world has heard her voice, and it is a voice that promises continuity, change, and a heart full of goodness. Keep your eyes on Princess Charlotte, for she is the one who will truly redefine what it means to be royal in the modern world. Thank you for staying with us as we uncovered the secrets behind the throne and the young girl who is quietly preparing to rule from the shadows, with grace, power, and a heart of gold. The transition from a child in the spotlight to a leader on the world stage is never easy, especially when your every yawn and every outfit is analyzed by millions. But Charlotte has shown a resilience that is truly remarkable. She has handled the pressure of the coronation, the scrutiny of her fashion choices, and the intensity of her bilingual training with a poise that suggests she was born for this. But more than that, she has shown she is a girl of substance. She isn't just the daughter of Kate, she is Charlotte. She is a person with her own thoughts, her own passions, and her own vision for the future. And in that individuality lies the true power of the British monarchy's next generation. They are no longer just symbols. They are people. And Charlotte is leading the way. As the sun sets over Windsor Castle and the quiet of Adelaide Cottage sets in, one can imagine Charlotte practicing her Spanish, or perhaps playing with her brothers in the garden, oblivious to the fact that she is the richest and most influential child on the planet. This grounding is her parents' greatest gift to her. It is what will allow her to remain the people's princess for years to come. The era of the Windsors is changing, and Charlotte is the face of that change. She is the bilingual, empathetic billionaire grandchild of a king, and she is just getting started. The world is her stage, and she has already mastered her first lines. We can't wait to see what the next act holds for the warrior princess of Wales. The future is hers, and she is ready to speak to it in any language she chooses. Princess Charlotte's journey is far from over, but the foundations have been laid with a precision that is almost breathtaking. From the nursery in Kensington to the island of Althorpe, the echoes of the past and the promises of the future meet in this one remarkable little girl. She is the bridge between the memory of Diana and the reign of William. She is the secret weapon of the House of Windsor, and she is finally finding her voice. Whether she is the next Queen of England or the most influential princess royal in history, her impact on the world will be undeniable. She is Charlotte Elizabeth Diana, a name, a legacy, and a future that the world is finally truly beginning to hear. Thank you for being part of this deep dive into the secret history and bright future of the world's most famous family. The saga continues, and we will be here to witness every step of the way. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through the shadows and the light of the British crown. The next revelation is just around the corner.